We are officially live. Gonna be waiting on the wifey. She'll be here maybe in about, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. Did you guys join? Let's get right into today's live. Today's live is gonna be a quick one because your boy got some soup to make, you know what I'm saying? Wifey not feeling the best, so gonna be doing a little bit of cooking, you know what I mean? I was curious to see who's gonna be the first brother, the first person to join. Let you guys join. Let's start the live stream and let's have a blessed Monday. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a good Monday. Give you guys a little bit of time. Let's go ahead. Let's open up with a little prayer real quick. Dear Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, thank you so much for this wonderful day. Thanks for everything you've done. I pray that you continue to guide us, God, especially with giving out advice and with receiving advice as well, God. Help them to be able to discern and to know what to apply into their dating situation. Pray that you will help them, for it is written that it is not good for man to be alone. So help them, God, in their journey of finding the partner that they can build a Christ-centered relationship with and have a marriage that really thrives and glorifies you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Alrighty. Melvin, God is good. Amen, my guy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Brian, what's going on? And Brian says, what's up, bro? Just got done watching the new video. Passivity is the enemy. Yeah, bro. 100%, man. Being passive is definitely a great way to not do anything. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a guy that struggles with that, because a lot of times I think there's one or two things. One is that you're a super passive guy, right? You're the guy who doesn't really do much, so you always, need help starting things. Other is, you do a little too much. So if you know where you're coming from, I agree, man. And me, that's something I've struggled with a lot, man. 100%. And Brian, after the stream, I sent you a message on school. I'll check it out. So let's go ahead and let's get into today's topic. What I really want to talk about today, what I want to start talking about, is I want to start talking about something that I truly believe you guys need to wake up from. And that's the importance of your environment, right? We're going to get into things. I'm going to read some comments and then let's dive in. So from Prince, I left class. Okay, gotcha. So, okay, yeah. What's up, Prince? You said you're gonna talk to your crush, Hannah, right? So she left class early, so you didn't get a chance to approach her. Hopefully, you'll see her tomorrow. Hopefully, man. I also appreciate the likes, guys. Thanks for getting the likes up. And then Brian says, I like how you are stating that when you have a good relationship with Christ, you have an undeniable confidence. 100%, man. I think that's an easy way to get confidence is to taking what God says about you, right? Because if he of all people say, hey, I'm, what I'm saying, X, Y, and Z, I can believe him because I know that, hey, I might be tripping, but I know he doesn't trip. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it, man. So I kind of borrow that belief that he, gives me. So let's go ahead and let's get into today's topic, environment. So here's why I think it's super important. If it shapes your whole life, like it really does. I'm gonna get into a quick little story. Let's get into the lesson, ask questions, all that good stuff, okay? So, quick little story. So, I've gone through times in my life to where my environment is not the best, like super messy, super cluttery, like you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, right? And also gone through certain seasons where my stuff is more organized, my room, X, Y, and Z, right? Every single time when my environment is not the best, mentally, I'm not feeling as on point. It's like, let's say, for example, your room. You guys know if you clean your room, you wake up, you feel more productive, you feel more like doing stuff, you feel more capable. That is the exact same thing as going ahead and cleaning your environment for dating. And that can look different because that can be things like this, your friend group, you know what I'm saying? Things like what you let into your mind, what you listen to, you know what I'm saying? You need to understand that when it comes to dating, good information in, bad information, good information in, good information out, bad in, bad out. It's the exact same with dating as well. And what I mean is this, let's say, for example, you're online a lot, you listen to a lot of red pill content. You hear a whole lot of stuff about how, women, all women cheat, all women are X, Y, and Z. You get a lot of this stuff in your environment. You hear about, hey, like it's not, she's never yours, it's only your turn. Let's say that's what you guys are taking in. That's what you guys have in your diet. If that's what you guys believe, I'm telling you, that's gonna affect you. And your environment is so big that certain people, based on their environment, will never go after the girl that they actually want. Because you have an environment of people who don't do that. And I'm telling you this, especially as Christians, sometimes we look at marriage, we see the Bible, cool, let's do it. And then we go ahead and then we see how, hey man, you gotta chill out, Elijah. Spamming. And then we go ahead and then you see how the church is different from the Bible sometimes. The Bible will say, hey, go ahead and, love your wife as Christ loved the church. You know what I'm saying? Have delight in your marriage, all these things. You look at the church, it's like, bro, some of these people look like they don't love their wives. Some of these people look like they're struggling. And it makes you think, if I want what God wants for me, it's like I got to go into the world. You know what I'm saying? And I truly believe that when you don't do the simple things like your environment, like orienting it, like having it in a way that makes you more productive, it's just gonna make it so much easier to struggle. You know what I mean? So now that we have that backstory, let's get into things, right? First thing is this: as far as dating advice, as people of God, we know the Bible is foundational. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you hear something that tries to come into your mental environment and you feel like, the Bible goes against this, but this sounds good, don't fall for it. Simple trap that can lead you astray. I'm telling y'all, as someone that's taken a lot of the red pill, you know what I'm saying? And I had to recover from it. Do not fall for those traps. You need to start setting guardrails around your environment. You need to start setting guardrails around your mind. You need to protect it. It's like a garden, for example. You don't let any type of creature into your garden. You don't let any type of creature into your home. Let your mind be like that. Start listening to things that are more Bible based. Start listening to advice that are from people that have that same viewpoint, that same belief that you have. Because I'm telling y'all, if they're over here thinking that all kinds of craziness, they're going to talk about it. Bible says that the words come out of the abundance of the heart. So based on what they believe is what they say. So you check someone out that don't believe in God, they don't give a care about God. Of course, all dating advice is not going to be God-centered. And if you want a God-centered marriage, why would you try to build a God-centered marriage from dating advice that is not God-centered? That's how I feel about the red pill. You know what I'm saying? But let's get into to some comments real quick and continue yapping. And when the wife comes, it'll be more calculated about yapping because I can ask questions and stuff to her. And Melvin says that's true, 100%. Good, bro. Marriage is trending everywhere, but the state, seriously though, W marriage, bro. You guys are a beautiful couple. Hey, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hopefully things change even in the States, man. Because I'm telling y'all, bro, people want to get married everywhere. Although social media makes you think that people don't, like people still want to get married. You guys want to get married, ladies want to get married. It's on both sides. And if both sides want to get married, it's like we just need to start getting the bad information out, bro. Because there's so much bad intel, so much bad information around dating, so much fear around it. And it doesn't have to be that way. And I think it's by no surprise that the families are getting the most spiritual warfare. You know what I mean? And then Brian says, this is probably one of the few outlets that actually promote positive and real advice for real. Thanks, man. And then Melvin says, I forgot what the red pill is. The red pill, Melvin, look it up on YouTube, right? Can give you way more in detail explanation. But it's pretty much like it's inspired by The Matrix, a movie where this guy took a pill and he woke up to the truth, right? And learned that everything he saw, there's more to it. And in dating, it's pretty much where guys wake up to the truth, right? They realize that women, that there's built-in laws and built-in, rules with how society is oriented around dating. Hopefully that wasn't too much mouth salad, word salad or whatever. But pretty much it's like they woke up, they know the truth. This is how I really operate in dating because women are this, stuff like that. To cut the long story short, bro, that's pretty much what it is. So I am what I am. I don't know. I don't know if I agree about that. And then Brian says, watch language, please, guys. Comments will be removed past curse words or negativity in it. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. And Eno says they understand some things, but but their delusion basically. It's diluted, man. Time is everything. You can't be a player forever. That's the thing, man. Because a lot of the red pill stuff I've heard, now they want relationships. There was a thing with Myron, right? I'm not too familiar with him, but he had the girl he was trying to get, like like his first ever girlfriend, and like he paid her or something, and she cheated on him or something. But even the stuff he teaches, like he doesn't live it, right? He talks about, do this, do this, do this with all these girls. And then, bro, you see his life. Homie can't even get a girlfriend. Your first girlfriend you bought. It's like, what are we talking about, bro? But, people eating that stuff up. So it sounds good, but I'm telling you, be careful of what sounds good if the person isn't actually where you want to be in life. You know what I mean? Because people can make good sounding advice all day, but if they're not married, if they don't seem like they actually like live the stuff, I'd be very cautious. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a lot of good sounding stuff, bro. Which like which pair of genetics have strongest influence on IQ? Yeah, I don't know, Trad. I don't know, Trad wives. I don't know. Are you a husband? Yes, I am. Yes. Yeah, man, 100%, Brian. There's been an interview where a guy came and he was like, thank God he stopped listening to his advice. Cause once he stopped, actually got married, has like 4 kids or something like that now. So yeah, man. I'm from Red pill is young stuff. It can be. I'm 33. I'm in a good status socially, but I'm single. I want to be married. Hey, it's good that you're not on that red pill stuff. You want to be married? I think you're at the right place, bro. Go ahead. We have so much content. Check it out and keep on showing up, asking questions. But if you want to be married, you know where you sit. Just figure out what you need to solve. You know what I'm saying? Is it that you're not getting out the house enough? Is it something to where maybe you're not discerning well? Is it to where you're getting dates, but you're not able to continuously lead the women so things fall cold? You know what I'm saying? Just find what you need to fix to get married and work on it. But it's good you at least know where you're at and you know what you want. So, and from Brian, Constant, hey, what's going on, my guy from the community? Says, right, the devil hates marriages because it reflects what Christ's relationship is with the church. 100%. That's literally what it resembles. So he tries to push everything against God. Yup, against God's best. 100%. Juice, not yet. Not yet. Imagine an empty house, get a job, people meet a girl, go on dates, fall in love, get married, have kids. Imagine empty house, get a job. Yeah, man. I think having a family, it's definitely built in us. I think it's just how we're wired. That's why the Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. Unless you're, you know what I'm saying, like Apostle Paul with the gift of singleness. Yeah, bro. It's not. I don't think that's God's design and everything, bro. If I'm being honest. So, but we got the wifey here, got the missus. We're gonna be here for about
Hey, you guys.
18 more minutes. So guys, yeah, any questions, ask. Let's get into the segment. Now I can invite you and ask you questions. So it's gonna be a lot more fun for me. So let's see from Brian says, I do agree that people want to get married or want to be married. It becomes harder when people listen to vain philosophy, but not God's wisdom. Yeah, especially when the vain philosophy sounds good. You know what I'm saying? When it's like the Bible says, it's a way that appears right, but leads to death or destruction, right? Do you think money would affect if you marry? What do you mean would affect? Do you think money would affect? Ask that again, Melvin. From JC. Oh. Yeah, but let's go ahead. Let's continue. What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? So here's what I want to ask, right? So as far as dating, we're talking about environment. What do you think are the 3 biggest ways that people's environments are holding them back in dating?
I'd say like first of all like online because nowadays we're all on our phone. We're probably like check the screen time, probably pretty long. So let's say for 5, 6, 7 hours a day, you're on your phone. And what you consume on your phone, that's like your environment daily
Mm.
for like a long period of time. So what people like watch and think is what it is online, and they just they just give up on dating because of like what people are saying.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I would
That's
say
good.
like environment would be like online environment.
What would be the second one if you had to say?
Friends, like
Okay.
people who if it's a guy, people who has friends who are single or who are living a certain lifestyle that does not support the kind of life that person wants, but he is associated with these friends, so it's not good influence.
What about third?
Third, if I have to say, maybe like society or like
Okay. Okay.
company, like when you're working in tech, you're telling me like the environment is like really like kind of like godless, like more like new age, like coworker said that
Super.
she's a witch.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah, it's like
crazy,
a godless
crazy.
environment. So like work, think about it. Every single day, phone, your friends, your work, everything is against you. It's really hard to, to really turn everything off and just focus on what works.
So, with that being the case, let's say someone's like, okay, I see what you're saying. I want to fix it. I want to use these to my advantage, not against me. What do you think people can do to have it be that way?
Well, online, if anything that's online that's talking about certain things that's not helping you with your goals, like you have to assess that. Look at it. If consuming more of this content, would that help you? If the answer is no, then block all these content.
And I think one thing too is who you follow, right?
Who do you listen to? What's the
Because,
voice of reason in your life?
yeah,
Who's the people that will tell you the truth?
because there was that person that, one of our people, and then we saw the stuff, and it was just like, oh my goodness, like,
Mm,
keep in mind, guys, women look at the people you follow, right? So keep that in mind. Your algorithm, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something to where over time, if you keep on consuming a certain type of content, that's what you're going to be fed. They want to keep you on a social media platform. So keep that in mind. So I'd say that's one thing that you can do is like, don't follow certain people. Like, if they stand for certain things, like, we've had to
yeah.
stop listening to certain people because
Mm-hmm.
of their backgrounds, right?
Yeah.
It's not easy, but you got to do it even if you like them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So,
true.
yeah,
Yeah.
let's get into the comments though. But nah, I think that's big facts. And from Brian says, "Hey Anna, hope you're doing all right. Theo said you're not feeling the best. Prayers going out to you."
Appreciate it.
And
And
then
he's making me husband love soup today. So I
yes,
will be feeling better
this girl,
once he's,
this girl. And
once
then
the soup is ready.
Brian says, "My dad was commenting about technology. He said it was better when people didn't have as much as they did now." Yeah, dude. I think 2008 for me was when I noticed a big change. I think that society used to be a lot more friendly, a lot more welcoming to people. People were more social, more hospitable, way more hospitable. You'd be walking down the road, people would see you, they don't know you, probably say what's up. You could wave, smile. It was a known thing. But now it's like we just go our own ways. We see people we don't know. We just kind of, you kind of, oh, look, it's a human being. Oh, it's human. Oh, snap. I gotta look at people. Oh, human. It's like,
Yeah.
it's different. It's definitely different, man. So,
And I'd say like changes are slower.
what do you mean?
Like, because every technology change comes with society change, like AI.
Hmm.
Like it's replacing a lot of the jobs. It's changing a lot of things in society. So like the faster the technology upgrades, the faster the society changes. So I think like before, kind of like there was a time before phone came out, like people use like those pagers. I remember when I was a kid, my parents have those like pagers that they text each other like on. It's like a little thing that it beeps.
That's crazy.
So yeah, those times. But yeah, that was before phone, all of these technology came out. So
Yeah, man, it's wild days.
I mean, there was phone, but it was like a huge like my aunt, my mom's sister.
Yeah.
She was like she was a businesswoman, so she had two of those like brick phones, and I think like the phones were like $5,000 or something each. At that time, it was a lot of money. At that time, it was like wow, like she balling,
Yeah.
having like two phones.
If you had the phones, you were a big
Busy,
baller. Yeah.
she busy.
That's
She's
back
like
in the day.
doing business every single day.
Yeah,
Like
back in the phone with 2 days. That's that flex. But Brian says, "Witches, stay away. With children of God, don't mess with that."
Yeah.
Melvin said, if you get married with someone, as money might affect the money definitely does affect the marriage, because I think money affects your life. The more you have, the more you can do, right? If you don't have enough, you struggle more. So money's I think if you believe money does not affect your marriage, then I think you're gonna be up for a rude awakening. I think that you need to understand that money is like it's kind of like
maybe
it's part of
overly
living.
ideal. Yeah, overly
Yeah.
ideal to think that your life will not be changed by such a thing that you need to survive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything takes money pretty much,
Yeah.
bro. So yeah, I would say, yeah. And then from Brian, I'm definitely not watching the social media negativity. Helps with attitude and the mindset. Have to let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah.
100%. And from Brian, even saying hello to a stranger is sometimes discouraged. They won't even say hi back.
Yeah. That's happened to him. I like we were walking dogs. I literally saw him saying hi to someone, and that person just like walked by.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, like it was like a shock to me.
It's like that.
How rude, I guess, people are.
But also remember that just because you tell someone hi doesn't maybe they didn't hear it, right? Because sometimes I don't hear it, right? And she be thinking I ignore it. Since I'm like, bro, I actually did not hear it. Like I was in the zone, yada yada yada. So I think
Yeah.
one, maybe they didn't hear the hi. Maybe two,
Maybe, yeah.
they're just so not used to someone saying hi and they
I
malfunction
think
when you
so.
said
Maybe they're
hi.
like,
They're
oh,
like, what the
maybe
fuck you
this
say?
person's not talking to me because strangers don't say hi to each other.
Yeah,
So
no one says hi to me,
he
so maybe
must
it's
be
not
saying hi
me.
to somebody
Exactly.
else. Yeah,
So
maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's also the story you tell yourself that lets you keep doing it, Brian, right? So just tell yourself the story of, you know what? I just always look at no, let me not lie. I try most of the time to look at the good side of things.
Yeah, I don't know
So
how he is like so like just yeah, I cannot like I think because of my environment, how I grew up and how my parents are, I'm a little more negative. Like when I think of like worst case scenario
don't get
and I
it
think about
twisted.
like, you know,
We both have reasons to be negative. Let's not talk
yes,
about
yes,
growing
that's
up.
true. That's true.
We
Yeah.
both came
Our
from
parents are kind
yeah.
of
Yeah,
similar.
we both came from yeah,
Yeah.
from parents that were more, you know what I'm saying, more
Yeah.
stern about their
Mhm.
business and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
typical
They're not
Asian
spared a
and
rod and
African
Nigerian.
family.
100%. I believe money makes so from Brian. I believe money takes you to a certain distance, but it's your character and integrity that takes you into the distance. In my opinion, it all plays a part, man. I think it's just part of like a puzzle, right? There's the money aspect, there's the looks aspect, there's the charisma aspect, there's the leadership aspect, there's the you know what I'm saying. Of
Yeah.
course, foundational, the biggest aspect, relationship with God. There's like it's part of a puzzle piece, man. The more pieces you have, the more in your favor, the more it just helps out, right? It's like health, wealth, all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, amen, man. Jesus is the way, indeed. Brian says, same thing with the parents. It gets you in the door, but it doesn't build a strong relationship.
Yeah.
You need more than looks. Yeah, man. Everything can get you in the door, depending on the person. For some people,
Yeah.
looks get you in the door. Some people, it don't matter how you look. That money ain't right, you ain't getting in that door, boy. Some people, you can look like a bottom of a
Yeah.
shoe, but that money right, door wide open.
Yeah.
So it depends on the lady. That's what people need to understand.
In China, we call certain things like hard material. Some are soft material. Like
Hmm.
things that we call like hard material would be like money, like
Okay.
looks, like things that are like kind of like, you know, you can kind of like write on paper.
Hmm.
Things that you cannot really see on paper is soft material. Things such
Like
as like for example,
charisma.
yeah,
Okay,
that
so like
and like,
swagger,
you
I
know,
guess.
yeah, swagger, that would be one. And I'd say like, you know, emotional intelligence.
Okay, fair
And then
enough.
how,
Fair
you know,
enough. Fair enough.
today I'm not feeling good, you're gonna massage me, make me husband love soup, like all of that. So sometimes
That's that
people,
EQ.
yeah, sometimes people are really quick to look at all the hard material and be like, oh, like that's a good choice. But what they don't get is the soft material is actually sometimes more important.
Yeah, my boy Brian says,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of being chosen by money. I'm not pulling up. No, I'm pulling up with my old car for the first day. Gotta test the waters. Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, even better, bro. She asks you about a car. You say, car, what's that? What's a car? I'll ride a bicycle. No, I'm playing. Don't do that, bro. I'm obviously playing. But yeah, man, don't lead with money and you won't be chosen by money,
Yeah.
right? What you lead with is often what you get chosen by because you need to understand that what really stands out a lot of times is what you present, right? If you present yourself as a certain type of guy, what are they gonna buy? What you present. And that actually leads to originally what I really, really wanted to talk about. And that's managing expectations and dating. Thank you, Jesus. That's what I was really wanting to talk about. So here's what I want to say. Super unpopular, right? I am not a fan of bringing flowers on the first day. I'll keep it a buck. Like that's been
We
me from
actually
the
had a
jump. We had
debate.
a discussion about
We
this.
had a little debate on that.
And here's my thing, right? So we were talking, and she was talking about how you bring flowers, bringing flowers help, things like that. I'm like, for sure. I'm sure it does. But at the same time, I told her, hey, I didn't bring flowers. Look at where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all the guys that brought you flowers, where are they? Not in a way of trying to be mean, but in a place of, here's how I see things, right? If we're dating, if you're into me, right? That's what it's really about.
That's
All the
true.
little shows, all the little stuff, all the little I don't think a
It
lot
can
of it is
spice things
necessary.
up, it can help, but if the
But
person doesn't like you, it's not
but
gonna
but
change
that's where
how
I'm
they
coming from.
feel.
It can spice things up. Why
Yeah.
am I trying to spice things up? I just met you. That's what I'm saying. That's like, why can't I save the spice for later on? You see what I'm saying? From the
I
jump,
see.
that's what I'm saying from a strategic standpoint. Let's say from the
I
jump, you meet
see.
someone, right?
Yeah.
You can go on the first day, spice it up. You got the doing backflips, you got everything, you got the whole show,
Backflips.
you got the whole world out there saying their name. You got someone jumping out of a jet, some crazy stuff. Got the
Some
got
proposal stuff.
Bruno Mars and the weekend and whatever
And
A-list
Drake.
Drake,
And
all
Rihanna.
and who else we on? J. Cole, you got the whole entourage. Anyway, you can do all of that stuff. Bro, guess what the expectation is? Right at that level. This is what this guy's about. Same when you start flexing with the money. Oh, this is what this guy's about. And I'm saying in the beginning, you don't got to do the most, bro. Like the way
Yeah.
I see things in the beginning, I do the least if I'm keeping it a buck. That's my strategy when it came to
But
dating.
I feel
I'm
like
showing up as I
I
am.
don't think you were exactly doing the least.
Let me correct it. I'm doing the least in the aspect of not trying to do the most outside of like what's natural to me, right? I'm thank you for correcting that. I'm
Because
in
I
my
feel like
zone.
if people don't know,
You gotta
they
try.
would feel like you're not putting an effort, and that's not true.
You gotta put an effort. You
Yeah.
have to put an effort. So let me be clear. Thank you. You need to put an effort,
Yeah.
but don't do the most. Like be yourself. Like I guess that's what I'm really trying to do. Like
I
try to
mean, he
say
drove three
is
and a
don't do
half
too much,
hours to
man.
come see me for the first day.
A
So
hundred percent.
it's not like he wasn't
A hundred
putting in the
percent.
work.
Like we were
Yeah.
FaceTiming for like long conversations. The work was there. But then when it came to things like the flower, for example, right? When it came to things like following the status quo, it's like, bro, you don't gotta follow the status quo. Like if she rock with you, she rock with you. She don't rock with you, she don't rock with you, bro. Like it's that simple. Like, and at
Yeah.
the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. You can buy her all the gifts, bro. Bro, you
The
know what you're gonna
flowers,
be?
the
A guy
gestures.
that bought her the gifts that she doesn't like.
Yeah, it's not gonna change her mind. If she
So
doesn't like you, she doesn't like you.
exactly. So if
If you're not her
anything,
type, no amount of money is gonna change that.
So if anything, in the beginning, I'm showing up as I am. So what you're expecting is me. You're not expecting me and a gift all the time. Now, when you see me, I'm not a mental bank account to you. See what I'm saying? It's like I'm showing up as I am. If I want to buy a gift, I'm gonna get you something. Like when we're dating, right? Got you some stuff, but it wasn't a flower. And that's what I'm saying is like, guys, you don't need to do things for the status quo. Like at the same time, understand that if you set up the expectation as the guy who follows the status quo, she's gonna expect you to follow the status quo, or just be yourself, and she expects you to be yourself. Hopefully that makes some type of sense. Does that make sense to you or no? Like
Hmm.
I hope that made sense. Like I don't know if I'm in my own zone talking right now. Let me know if I need to debrief or decode what I said, guys. Please, for real. Hope you guys are getting value. I like hearing myself talk, but not this much to be on live stream and talk for 30 minutes every day, bro. For Melvin. I was just saying that I was just saying that because some guy doesn't want to waste their money on a woman if they're in a relationship or married. Yeah, bro. So how I view things is, I mean, it depends on the person, bro. If you're like a person who doesn't want to like if you're kind of stingy, you're kind of stingy. You see what I'm saying? If you're generous, right? Like that's just how I see it, man. To what you're saying. I'm telling her I ride a bicycle, work on her first day. You got to, bro. That's the flex. That's how you know you really got rich. If you can risk a girl on a bicycle, oh, that's a different lane, bro. Come on, man. That's how you work on your wrist. Tell a girl you got a bicycle and take her on a date and then show her the car and she's like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And then show her the real car. She's like, whoa. Anyway, there you go. Strategy worked. From Brian, what about origami flowers? I believe gifts that you make that are well crafted hit harder than the ones you can buy at the store. 100%, bro. Like an origami flower. There we go, being creative. You know what I'm saying? If that's your cup of tea, bro,
If she likes it.
that as well. Because you also
Yeah.
need to know what she likes too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I do understand the whole gesture of flowers, but I feel like it's just I don't want to do the most basic stuff that everyone does. Because let me keep it a bug. If it wasn't because of TV, bro, I'm not gonna just be buying flowers on a first date. Like, why do you think guys do that? Because it's what they're told to
Maybe
do.
they really want to like
But
impress the
why? Because the
woman.
movies sell us that stuff, man. The movies,
Yeah.
the Valentine's Day, it's like they be selling us all this nonsense, bro. And I feel like don't get it twisted, bro. You can buy a gift for a girl. You don't need Valentine's Day to buy a gift for a girl, bro. You can buy a gift just because you want to buy her a gift. And at the same time, same with the flowers. Get a flower on the third day, fourth day. Like you don't have to do it on the first day just because. Set up
Well,
a
I
good
mean,
example
I
or
at the same
whatever of
time,
yourself.
I say it's nice to get gifts on Valentine's Day. Like I will have to say that.
Yeah, but I feel like that I guess what I'm trying to say is why do it just because it's the day? Like, why not? Like, why Valentine's Day? Like, why is Valentine's Day a thing?
I mean, you don't need an excuse to give a gift, but it would be
Exactly.
nice to give a gift when it's
But what
Valentine's
if?
Day.
But for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
curious what you guys think. On honest curiosity, because I think like it would be, but at the same time, what if it's more like, hey, I give a gift like this is already like this is when we do things like bam, 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 stuff like that. Like outside, I prefer outside of status quo. That's me at
He's
least.
just being
So
rebellious. He doesn't want
that's
to
I don't like doing things just like because I have to. I don't
just
know if y'all
because
are the same.
society said it's Valentine's
Y'all tell me if
Day.
y'all are the same way, man.
But hey, like I
Seriously.
don't mind like if it's an excuse. Like for example, if it's like Chinese New Year, like I
Yeah.
don't mind because it's Chinese New Year. Well, let me, go
But
cook
yeah,
some
but
nice
I don't want to
stuff.
feel obligated. I guess that's the
It's
thing.
not an obligation. It's more like, hey, here's more reasons for us to have fun and
But that's what I'm
celebrate.
saying is the expectation stuff. You see what I'm saying? Like from the jump, at least this is for me, guys. This is real quickly. Take this with a grain of salt. For the guys that are new to this live stream, take everything I say with a grain of salt, right? I advise from places of what's worked for me and strategies that I've done and the people that I've coached, right? So it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I truly believe that from the get go, I'm just gonna show up. I want to show up, and I feel like I don't want to get you things just because it's like, oh, that's what society says to do. I want to do it from my heart because I want to get you a gift. Not like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. What am I gonna get for Valentine's Day? It's like, bro, I want to get you a gift. It's your birthday. I want to get your birthday because it's when you were born. Because I actually want to do it, not just because it's Valentine's Day, and that's the day I need to celebrate love on. So anyway, let's continue. Let's continue. From Brian. What are good ideas for the first date? I think amusement parks and arcades are good ideas. What do you guys think? It depends on the person, bro. First dates always depend on the person. That's what I would say. If the person's cup of tea is something like a museum, guess what we're pulling up to? You know what I'm saying? I'd say based on the text conversation, I'd have intel on how to take you out on the first date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's always safe things. Like restaurant is always a safe first
Yeah.
date
Everybody
because
loves food.
yeah, it's food,
Yeah,
man.
everybody's gonna eat.
Like I would say restaurants like probably my first cup of
Go
tea go
to.
to.
Yeah.
Restaurant, cafe, you know what I'm saying? Something smooth, coffee, something
Yeah.
that's low risk. And if you want to do things like amusement parks and arcades, if they're a super fun type of person, we went to the arcade, you know what I'm
Yeah, we
saying?
did that.
But at the
Yeah.
same time, if that's what they're into, if that's their style, if they're really playful and stuff for
We had a
sure.
lot of fun actually. Yeah,
Yeah,
we had so much
but
fun.
everyone doesn't. Some people get a lot of fun out of a museum, out of a zoo. So that's what I would say, my guy.
Yeah.
And he said, not a fan of dinner dates. Hey, I hear that. I'd say, why? Why are you not a fan of dinner dates? Find a way to make it more fun. Maybe find a way to take off the pressure. Maybe for you, it's too much pressure, bro. Like, relax. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to make it fun, bro.
Yeah.
Right? Because I think dinner dates, if you enjoyed them, could
I
open up
mean,
so many more doors, bro.
we
Because everyone
really
loves
like
food,
it.
bro.
Yeah,
Everyone loves
there is
food.
some spots that we go like every so often.
Yeah. From J Profit, what's good, man? Says money
Hey,
can buy love. Hello, guys. That is so true. 100%.
welcome back.
Yeah. And then Brian says for Anna, what would be considered try hard from a guy on a first date? What would you consider to
Mm.
be pushy for the first date?
Ooh, that's a good question. What would be considered try hard?
And from Miss
Hmm.
Bunny, flowers on a first date is trying too hard and a little cringe in my opinion.
Oh, really?
Bro, I'm telling
Well, I
y'all. I'm
mean,
telling y'all,
okay,
bro.
so for me, like I enjoyed getting flowers. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everybody's different.
And that
That's why I was telling my husband. I was like, I remember the people that got me flowers on the first day. Like I remember. I don't think it was too much, but I think it's different from person to person.
all I want to say is this, right? If you want to get flowers, get flowers. She remembers the guys. I didn't get her flowers. I'm with her. So what does it matter? Do you like? Why does it
I'd say
matter?
for me, like people who
Honorable
try
mention.
to,
Like,
I'd
what are we
say
talking
like
about?
people who try to like, I don't know, like have some kind of like physical stuff happening. Like
Mhm.
that's definitely too much.
What
That's
about
pushing too much.
impress? Try hard.
Impress, try hard.
Yeah, like a gesture that's over the top. Like this guy's really like doing the most.
I don't know. I mean, like, I've gone on dates where like guys spend like $400 or $500 on food. I don't think it was too much. I don't know. I
So what
just
would be?
like just honestly, I can't really think of even one
Mm.
example of like feeling like, wow, this person's trying too hard. No, like I honestly, like I really I respect effort. So when someone put in a lot of work, a lot of effort on a day, I appreciate it. I'm not gonna be like sitting there and be like, ooh, like he's trying so much. Like I guess I don't think that way.
Okay, fair
Yeah, I'll
enough.
be like, ooh, like that's cool. Like, respect.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then Brian says, to be honest, that's a fairy tale nonsense that Hollywood teaches is poison. Debate, ha, for real. And that's the thing is we don't always agree. And
Yeah.
that's the thing is like, that's okay.
Yeah, we don't
Like,
always agree on
we're two different
everything.
people.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't always see eye to eye on things. Sometimes it's like, hey man, And Miss Bunny says, if a guy don't want to do something nice for me on Valentine's Day, I'm saying bye. Hey, say bye to that man. You know what I'm saying? And Jay Prophet says, all I can give them on the first date is honesty. Boom. Jay Prophet, man. And Brian says, I've noticed that gifts that are surprising, especially made by you, tend to come positive to the other person. My past experiences, depending, man, because I think it really depends on the person. If you date people that really value things that are made from the heart, then 100%. If you date people that value what it is itself, then maybe not as much. It's just different people,
Or
different
value
strokes.
like price tag luxury, then it might hit different.
Yeah. And language, guys, keep it friendly. Appreciate you, Brian. And then boba over coffee. I've taken a girl to boba for the first time. I took her out. Yeah, boba's a chill spot,
boba,
man.
yeah.
Depending on the girl, man. It's like just know what she likes, you know what I'm saying? If she's like a sweet tooth person, right? Maybe go to like a ice cream shop, you know what I'm saying? Get some ice cream, something like that. Even go to like a bakery or something, bro. Like you can do all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, depending
Like,
on
all kinds of stuff.
depending on what she likes to do and what you like to do. You can even go to like a cooking class. If you don't want to do like the sit down dinner day, maybe take her out to a cooking class. You can learn to make the meal together and then eat it together.
Yeah.
I think that's really fun too.
See, my boy, the token black guy, what's going on? Says, yo, was making music arrangements, but we're here now. That's what's up, bro.
Hey.
Your boy's actually been standing up a studio, you know what I'm saying? Get into music myself again. And so getting back into it, man. So that's what's up, token black guy. I might have to connect later on that, bro. And from Brian says, these two debating is wholesome. Yo, bro, like, y'all don't even know. Like, y'all don't even know. Y'all see us out here. Y'all think we always on the same page. Definitely not, bro. And if anything, I prefer that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Purple Playbook says, because the devil wants you to believe you're not worthy, but your trials, I can't read the rest. I don't know. God says you are. Amen. Jay Prophet says, yes, no dinner dates for me. The last time I took a woman on a dinner date, she ran the bill up so high. And then she said, I want to get my kids some food too. Me. Next. Bro.
No, you need to set a boundary and be like, no, like
that's what I was gonna say.
I'm just taking out on a day. Like I'm not buying food for your whole family. Bro. Like you need to like she's taking advantage of you. She's obviously taking advantage of you.
So I can understand it, bro. If that's your situation for sure, I'd say like, yeah, you gotta set boundaries.
And I almost want to say like chances are you didn't vet her properly before taking her on a date. If you FaceTime her a week, like every single day you talk to her, try to get to know her more, there's no way you don't catch something. There's no way you don't pick up, like, she's trying to use you.
Bro, and I'll be honest with you.
If you vet her thoroughly before taking her out, which I highly recommend, which is what I did as well. Before I commit to a day and commit, like, 2-3 hours of my time, I need to make sure, like, we're gonna get on FaceTime. I'm not gonna get ready, you know, get my makeup done, get my hair done, everything done, and then go on a date and then find out that we're not on the same page. I'm not doing that.
Honestly, I think based on what you said, you should go on more dinner dates. Like, dude, if you're telling me, right,
but you dodge a bullet though.
I'm able to see if someone's gonna be on that timing. Like, that's the thing is you dodged the bullet, bro.
Yeah, she's on that timing.
Imagine if you didn't see. Imagine how much more time you could have invested. The way I see it, my time, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Time and money, bro. Time always worth way more than money, bro. You can make money back so quickly. So if you're on a dinner date and you see all these things, next, indeed. So if anything, Jay Prophet, if I were you, I would be doing more dinner dates. I would always do dinner dates, bro. So I can see the character, I can see what's going on, and then I'm setting a boundary. She's trying to get more food. Hey, I ain't paying for that. What you talking about? What are you talking about? How can you make me pay Like, what are we talking
You can
about?
you can be like, hey, like
For all your
here,
kids
I'm
stuff.
gonna order this for us. Like it's for our treat. But if you want to order anything extra, feel free to do so. But it's not gonna be on my tab. Just like be like really
But the
like
thing,
respectful.
but you don't just say that though. Like, imagine you're on a
If
date.
she's trying to run up the bill, I would say
Yeah,
that.
but
I'll be like, hey, I did invite you out on a date, and which is why I'll be covering everything that we've ordered thus far. And if you're still hungry, you want some more food, of course, like order that. Feel free to
yeah,
do
there we
so.
go.
It's not going to be on my tab though.
Boom. Hit it
Let
like
her
that.
know.
Hit it like that. I love
And
it.
I can almost guarantee she's probably not gonna order it.
She won't.
Yeah.
Cause she knows. Cause the thing is this: if someone and you know what too, J Prophet, that lets you know that she does not see you as a suitable spouse.
No,
Cause
she's
if she
trying to use
did,
you on the first date.
she would probably present herself in a better light. She
Yeah.
sees you as someone that's like, hey, this shit might burn, but I'm gonna enjoy the ride to
She
this thing
is
burn.
burning the bridge on the
Type
first
stuff.
date with you. So you dodge a bullet.
Yeah, you good, bro.
But there are ways for you to vet the date properly, so you don't have to,
Yeah, but it doesn't always work. I won't.
It
I won't lie
doesn't
to you.
always, but it will
So,
help. Yeah.
and from Zier, appreciate you, bro. God bless you too, man. From Brian, the reason why I like activity-based dates more than dinner dates because I can see if we have chemistry, more fun in my opinion. Okay. I was laughing because of the J Prophet Wall comment. See, that's the problem when you read in comments and you read in two comments at once, man. Sometimes you react to the other comment, you read the other comment. And J Prophet said, if I ever do that again, I will tell them to eat before I come. That boy, man. J Prophet probably one of the wildest regulars on
I
this
don't know. I
stream.
mean that
I will
lady
say that.
might be able to eat more than me. I feel like I eat a lot as a girl. I do eat a lot as a girl, but
Yeah, who knows, man?
Yeah.
Who knows how much that lady eating, bro?
Yeah.
Bad J Prophet, I'm telling you, man. And Brian, I'm going on the dinner dates thing, bro. I just feel like, you know what? I hear you, right? Because when you go on activity-based dates, for sure, y'all can go ahead and, what I'm saying, actually do stuff. But I love dinner dates because I can sit down,
You
bro,
can talk.
and I can see like how I really
Yeah.
feel with dinner dates is I can see is there chemistry, is there a vibe? Because here's my thing. I think dinner dates really let me know how you really feel about me. Activity, you're already doing stuff. We're bowling. It's like we're already kind of doing stuff, right? We're playing at the arcade. We're doing stuff. But at dinner date, we're just sitting down. It's like COVID, right? We're at the house all day. It's not like we have all these things to distract us.
We're just talking.
That's what
We're
I'm saying.
in a conversation.
Can we actually talk? And that's what a dinner date teaches me, bro. Because so many people you can talk when you're doing stuff, but can you actually talk when there's nothing around, when it's just both of y'all? Because I'm telling you, in a relationship, in a marriage, you can have so much alone time, so much downtime where you're not at the arcade, where you're not fishing, where you're not doing all these cool things. Can y'all actually click? Can y'all actually have an engaging conversation? Can y'all actually go through the awkwardness together and still enjoy seeing each other, want to be together next time? All I feel is now that I've grown so much more in dating, early on, I would have so much more friction, especially knowing that I'm not as desperate because I understand I can only have one person to get married to. I'm gonna have so much more friction toward these things like these dinner dates, these things that it can flop. I'm gonna go for those opportunities in a weird way because if it can flop, I want it to flop early on. Does that make any sense?
Absolutely.
So
If it's gonna be
that's
a
my point
bomb,
of
you
view, at
want the
least.
bomb to designate.
I want it to
sooner.
be a super big bomb.
Yeah.
I want a J Prophet situation. I want her to try to run up the whole tap so I can be like, not doing that. Good to know. Bye. Like, let me see what you're about.
Yeah.
Show your cards. If it's a dinner
Yeah.
date, be dry and awkward to me so I
I-
know not to take you on another date.
What
Like,
I would do, honestly, if I was J Prophet,
Yeah.
I would be like at the end, like the bill is running like all the way up, and she's gonna buy food for her kids.
2 checks.
I'll be like, hey, I'll be like,
Split the check, boy.
I'll be like, let's
Split the check.
I'll be like split because
Yeah.
I mean like that's really merciful because she's ordering all these things
Yeah.
and I'm offering to split with her.
Yeah, and I'm so kind. I'll even cover your stuff. Just take care of
Yeah.
all your kids. What are you gonna do to get mad at me? Excuse, I gotta get something for my kids.
But if she's
Excuse me.
If she already
No,
burned the
sir.
bridge with you, I'll be like, I'll split. I refuse
Yeah.
to pay any more than half.
Facts.
Yeah.
Let's continue from Miss Bunny. Take her on a dinner. Take her on a dinner date during happy hour. Problem solved. Boom. There you go too. You know what I'm saying? You could do the happy hour stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian says the ultimate test is telling her I forgot my wallet. She paying or we cleaning dishes. Whoa, I don't know about that, bro. You funny. That is
Yeah,
funny,
I don't
but
know.
heck nah, bro.
I
If she's
feel like,
serious, you seem irresponsible, bro.
yeah,
You seem to me like if I was a girl, I'd be like heck nah. This
yeah.
guy right here,
I don't know you. You asked me on a date and you want me
bro.
to pay for your dinner. I feel like, I don't know. It's like gross, kind
If
of
I'm a girl, I'm
like,
calling out on the phone. Home girl, you know what this girl? You cannot believe what this man's did. This man
he
right
made me
here,
pay for
this
his
man.
dinner.
He took me on a date. He even got his wallet. Bro, no,
Yeah, no,
no. I hear you.
no, never again.
Although he's joking, but for anyone that might take it serious,
Yeah,
no, bro. Don't even joke. I wouldn't even joke like that. Just
yeah,
because it's a joke that is not worth joking, especially on a first date. Some jokes you learn, you don't certain things you just don't say early in a relationship. You kind of wait till later on, you'll have some rapport, then you kind of start playing some
yes,
jokes. That is a
yes.
joke, Brian, that I would say is I would never ever play it. So I know you're joking probably,
Yeah, but
but
it
just
won't be
saying though.
funny to someone who,
Yeah,
who
bro.
just met you and,
Facts.
just agreed to go
Because
on a
even if she does
date.
pull out the wallet now, she's thinking in her mind, bro, this guy, like, how can I trust this guy on the first day? If he can't get it right, from the get go, like, the most important, you know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
I feel
he
like,
can't bring his wallet?
I feel
No
like
Apple Pay? Like,
there are men out there that are doing this to get free meals out of women
oh,
too.
yeah,
So
girls be tricking guys too. Yeah, girls be doing stuff
yeah,
too, for
it's
sure.
not
It goes
just
both
women
ways,
using men. There's men using women out there.
for
So
sure.
yeah,
And then J Prov said blocked her 3x. He said on all the platforms.
yeah.
He said blocked her. But I made sure I looked her up before just to make sure she couldn't add me. He said she got a Twitter. Oh, I found her blocked. Bunny says definitely better beforehand because there's definitely females out there who go on dinner dates for free meals, nothing more, for sure. It goes both
Yeah,
ways. Girls be
absolutely.
on that
Men
stuff.
too.
Guys be on that stuff
Yeah.
too. J Prov said next woman it will be a buffet. Boom. That can be, hey man.
That's yeah.
That can be it, man.
Yeah.
Although I don't know, bro. Like the type of girls that really want to go to a buffet on
I
a
mean,
day.
I
I
actually
don't
honestly
know.
I want on a day, like fogo de chao, like a
Yeah,
Brazilian steakhouse. It's
yeah.
like all you can eat
There you go.
buffet.
You can
Yeah.
do that. That would make
There's a
sense.
lot of
That
Brazilian
would make
steakhouse
sense.
here.
Yeah, Brazilian
Yeah.
steakhouse could be a cool move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think you're probably talking about like a CC's buffet. I think that's what he's talking about, like a cheap buffet. I think that's probably what he
Oh,
think, like a Golden
no,
Corral.
yeah, no.
And then Brian said, J Prophet making me hungry right now. And I got out the gym before this live too. Let's go. And then from my Brian says, I will admit, one thing I don't like is when a girl be on her phone too much on a date.
Yeah.
That's one behavior I don't like. Thank God it never happened to me, bro.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the beginning, bro, like it was like that with Anna. But at the same time, we
It
talked about
was?
it. Yeah, like we talked about it and stuff. And all I'm saying is like, dude, people are well, like, she's grown so much, bro. So much growth. Y'all don't even know. Like this girl, so much growth. And I just want to say, like, from being married and seeing all her growth, like, bro, like you can just have a conversation, bro. Like a lot of times you don't like things, address it, have a convo. I think problems are opportunities for growth. That's how I see it. So anytime I see things I don't like, as long as it's not like breaking a boundary, I'll talk about it. You're on your phone, hey, I notice you're on your phone a lot. It makes me feel this type of way, da 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 da. See how they receive it. If they receive it well, green light.
Yeah. You're right.
So
It's an opportunity to also it's an opportunity for you to see how they handle feedbacks and how they handle, like, things that you need to work out. Like how do you guys do on problem solving? Are you guys good at problem solving? Because you're gonna need that skill once you're married. Yeah, you're gonna
you
need
need that
it.
skill on the
Yeah.
second
Like you're
date.
gonna like need it.
Way before you
Yeah.
married. Heck nah. In a relationship, you're gonna need that skill, man.
Yeah. But
That's-
especially in marriage,
yeah.
you need to problem solve.
He said cleaning dishes was a joke. Yeah, I knew it was.
Yeah.
I'm just saying on the pranking, I don't have money part. Obviously, that was a joke too.
Yeah.
Most likely, at least. Brand says, I'll make sure I keep it to myself, especially seeing Anna's reaction. Oh, yeah, bro. That's not.
Yeah,
I would not
it's
even
probably
joke
not
like
fun
that, bro.
to the girl. Yeah.
Even on the topic of joking, early on in dating, bro, I'm not doing a lot of jokes. Like I won't even lie, dude. I remember there are some jokes I made that did not land well, bro. Like especially early on, because here's the
I
thing
was
you guys need to
pissed.
understand: pissed, upset, hurt, feeling like I'm a complete buttocks. Like you guys need to understand that jokes, rapport help jokes, right? I'd say if you guys aren't really close, jokes. imagine you're trying to text someone a joke that you don't know. That's kind of how I handle even jokes that I say word of
And
mouth,
people perceive
right?
humor differently as
That's
well. Like there's
exactly
things
it.
that are
Boom,
like
boom.
some things are so funny to
That's
me.
it.
They were not funny to my
hundred
husband. He would be
percent,
like, "Oh, I don't care
hundred
about
percent.
this."
And some
I'll be
ways
like, "This
that
is so funny." He'll be like,
and some
"Yeah."
ways that we would joke, I joke, and it's like I'm the worst guy in the world. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind when it comes to humor, joking, and stuff, and dating. For you guys, a little bonus, just for no reason. I would be super careful a lot of jokes in the beginning. Later on, all right, cool. Now we can let the jokes kind of come. Now I kind of see what you can handle. You know what I'm saying? I know if you're a little bit on the sensitive side, I know if you're a little bit on the, you can take a real joke, dark humor side. It's like you kind of know where the person sits at. Now you know how to operate within that relationship on that aspect of jokes. Because you guys want to keep it easy. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's easy to make a joke go bad.
Yeah.
Super bad. From
And
experience.
especially
Trust
if
me.
she really
Trust me.
cares about what you say, that's when she can be a little more sensitive to what you say and it can really
Boom.
upset her. Even
Boom.
if you're
Yeah.
joking and you don't intend to cause her any, any harm, any upset, but she will be upset if she really cares about what you say.
Yep.
Yeah.
And let's wrap up with the comments and we're gonna head out. And for Miss Bunny, tip for dinner date, take her to a place that you would regularly go. Because if you take her to a over the top pricey place, she might expect to go to a source of places more often. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's the whole thing about the expectation. If you leave with that, that's what she expecting, bro. You pull up in a Lambo, she like, all right, so I pull up every day. Don't know what's rented. It was just for the first day. Like I'm just saying. And then from
Yeah.
Smith, what's going on, man? Good to see you again. Is it always a problem when a woman says she just wants to be friends and not ready for a relationship? Is it ever an exception for that? Because isn't it wise to be friends first and get to know each other? I would say when it comes to that, I see it as rejection, right? If someone says that, hey, you're not ready for a relationship, you're not ready for a relationship with me.
She's letting you down softly. Yeah, she doesn't know how to tell you no, so she say, "Let's just be friends."
From experience, Smith, answers change based on different people. The same girl that will tell one person she's not ready for a relationship, for the next guy, now she ready.
Yeah.
You know
For
what I'm
the right
saying?
guy, she will be ready
And
on the spot.
it doesn't mean she's lying. It just means like
She's not ready with you.
maybe it can
Yeah.
mean, and I'm not trying to say this in a mean way, it can mean something like, hey, I'm not ready to date you. Maybe if my life depended on it, then I would be ready. You see what I'm saying? Like they're not lying. They're not ready for a relationship with you, but they are
Yeah.
for someone else. So if I get that, even the whole friend thing, right? I don't, in my opinion, take this with a grain of salt. Some people, I suppose you can, grow up childhood friends and stuff like that. But I'd say if you're of age, like you have hormones and stuff like that, there's gonna be a whole nother aspect of attraction that plays a huge role. You see what I'm saying? And if I see you, I'm gonna lead off of the basis of, hey, this is me. I'm wanting to pursue you in a romantic aspect. Because even the whole friend zone conversation, I don't even have to deal with that. Because from the get go, I'm not trying to be your friend. If
Hmm.
I want to be intimate, why am I not being clear about that? Why am I trying to do this and then that? That's what I'm saying. If I know my intentions are to be intimate with you, I'll just let you know from the get go I'm wanting to be
Yeah,
intimate.
just be honest and upfront.
We said that in our, dude, our most recent video, bro. Check that out. There's a segment literally talking about this, Smith, towards talking about, bro, just being upfront. Like that's
Yeah.
like that.
This might be a good topic to I feel like because
That's the
he's not
move.
he's not the only person who said that.
Yeah.
There's actually a few people who have thought that maybe it's a good idea to just be friends and
No, bro.
be friends and
That it's a,
let them know
it's a good
later.
idea in anime and in the movies and in the TV shows. In real life, it has not served me well. And I know so many people that it served them so much better just being about it. Because you end up in this weird limbo sometimes to where now you come up with the angle of just friend, but you didn't let them know any of the attraction. So now you actually are the friend. And guess what? Now you're the friend that is actually attracted to them and maybe they don't even know. Right? Or if they know, now you don't want to ruin the friendship. And that's why people are like, bro, I
And
like this
maybe
girl,
they're
but I don't
not
want to
into
ruin the
you.
friendship. What do I do? It's like, bro, why is there even a friendship if your whole thing was you wanted her? Why didn't you just go for her?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have to play all these games, why play all these unnecessary games to go for what you want?
Maybe he'd like her more as a
Dude,
friend.
it's like imagine there's a job, right?
Yeah.
I can go apply for this job, but instead of applying, let me go try to be friends. Dude, just if they're literally hiring people, just go apply for the job.
Yeah.
if you don't get the job, you can also try the other approach for sure, but just go for what you want from the get go. And as far as dating, I think it's so much easier. Just go for the girl, bro. If you like her, let her know. If she's not ready for a relationship, or she's not into you like that, don't waste your time. Don't be a guy that spends a whole year trying to have a master plan to slide into this girl through being her friend, and then she lets her guard down, and then you kind of smooth, and you save the day, and now she likes it. It doesn't work like that most of the time, bro. That's why so many guys are in the friend zone. Look at
All these
anyway.
Gymnastics.
For what? Just to end up getting friend zoned when you could have just let her know from the get
If
go.
she's not into you, she's not gonna into you. It doesn't matter how many
Simple.
years you're hovering around and trying to be her
Unless
friend.
something changes, unless she wasn't into you because you were out of shape, because you weren't in a good place, you know, financially. Like that's the thing is, don't get it twisted. Things can change. People can be find you unattractive in a certain season of life, and then they find you. Middle school, high school for a lot of guys. That growth spurt came in.
Yeah.
That voice dropped. That beard started growing. They started, dang, this guy.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, people can change based on the season they see you in, but at the same time, don't try to come at someone for something different from what you're coming from.
Yeah, don't
because you can be
misrepresent.
dishonest.
Don't misrepresent your intention.
Dishonest,
Yeah.
untrustworthy, sleazy. A lot of those things can happen. And that's when guys are like, bro, I don't want to ruin the friendship. I don't want to, because you know what? Because now you start feeling like you misled her. Because you did. I want to be friends. You don't want to be friends. You want to be boyfriends, girlfriends. Like, that's what you really want. Anyway, enough yapping. I think
it's like you're digging a hole for yourself and was like, how do I get out of this hole?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you
Then
could have just...
Don't dig in the first place. Just don't dig.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How about that?
Let's continue though. What's going on? I see you guys in here, and y'all's testimony gives me so much hope from Brian. I love seeing y'all making these lives. This is seriously one of the positive outlets I have on dating. That's what's up, bro.
That's why we're doing what we do.
100%.
Yeah.
And I see a comment, love the channel, fam. Thank you, man. And then from bro,
Appreciate it.
in response to Smith, I have to concur. As me personally, I had better luck with being friends first with a female than going straight to trying to date. Once a female knows me, she likes me, but if I try to ask her on a date when we don't know each other, yet I always get rejected or played. I wonder, because part of me, I truly believe those girls that you say it worked better, I think they would have taken you out on a date.
Yes anyways.
Here's
if
what
they're interested, they're interested. They're not interested, not interested. It has nothing to do with
at the same time, though,
how you misrepresent or represent your
guys,
intentions.
we're not gurus. This is our perspective. Results may vary.
Yeah.
It is life. There's exceptions to the rule. All I'm saying is I truly believe that if that worked, odds are that with that exact same girl, she would have at least seen you out on a date. And if not, maybe the issue isn't the strategy, it's maybe when you ask girls out how you do that part, because that's the part. Another thing too is like, bro, asking girls out is an art, right? Getting numbers is an art. Having conversations is an... it's a whole different approach. It's a whole different thing. And my thing is this: sometimes like there will be interest till you open your mouth. Same for on the other side. There are guys, some of you guys are here, you see a girl, you like her, she opens her mouth, you don't. It's on the other side too. Ooh, this guy looking good. Can I get your number?
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to carry yourself. So that can be the issue too. But anyway, let's continue, man.
Yeah.
Let's continue. With all respect, yeah, she's Chinese, man. Yes, she is.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like if I don't like someone and they want to be my friend, okay, sure. But you know, it's never gonna change how I feel about them. Just because I see them as a friend doesn't mean that I can go from unattracted to attracted because of the friendship.
That part.
Yeah.
Don't get it twisted.
Friendship doesn't make someone more attractive. I mean, at least for me, in my opinion, like just because I'm friends with someone doesn't make them, you know, more attractive to me, or it doesn't change.
The only reason I can understand wanting to do that approach is to be in closer proximity to try to influence them. But I feel like just doing all that stuff, you can do it with still being associates. You see what I'm saying? I just feel like you don't have to go the front approach to get the same outcome. That's all I'm trying to say, I guess, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be that way.
Y'all can be kind of cool, kind of.
Yeah.
You can see her a few times, build a relationship, and then ask her out without being friends. But anyway, to each his own. Like some people, if it works for you, it works for you. Do what works for you.
Yeah, at the end of the day, if
so,
you see so much success in doing that, then keep doing what works for you.
Do it. That's
at
all
the end
that
of the day,
matters.
you want to keep doing it. Like if it's not broken, why fix it?
All that matters.
So.
And then Brian says, I think a little banter is good for a first date, a little spice. Hey man, keep doing you. Be careful though, man. Some people ask for a little bit of spice, end up getting flamed on their first date, boy. End up looking a little charred. So I'm just saying, bro. Because if y'all don't really have that relationship, be careful, bro. Because that spice might come out really spicy. And then she hit you with some spice in your eye, you, ooh. I'm just saying, man. Some
Yeah.
people want that banter,
Especially if
but
she doesn't really know you
that's what
that
I'm
well,
saying.
she
That's what I'm
doesn't know your
saying.
intentions. It's hard for her to
Nah,
discern,
yeah.
like, are you playing or are you for real? Are you trying to insult me? Like, what are you trying to do? I think it's really hard to discern when you don't know the person. When you know the person, when you know their intentions, when you know they're coming from a good place, it's much easier to understand. Okay, they're joking. Like, it's obviously a joke.
And the thing too
But
is
yeah,
you need to understand that it's not just you. You're also dealing with all the guys before you, or you're also dealing with the society before you, her parents, whatever has shaped her perspective
what's
on
her
jokes,
view?
what has
Yeah.
influenced her life. And bro, just keep this in mind, guys. We're so different. Y'all see me, I'm so weird. Y'all are so weird. We all have our own different weird and quirkiness that our lives have shaped us to be, right? And what I'm saying is when you're dating someone in the beginning, you don't know what that is, and they don't know what that is for you. So it's
Mm,
easy to step on a landmine because you don't really know like what triggers this person, what this, what this, what
mm-hmm.
this.
Yeah.
So anyway, but y'all get it, y'all get it. I know my boy
Yeah.
just joshing and joking anyway. So anyway, from yeah, my boy says CEO says you finish how you start for the most part, man. Not always, but of course, if you start a certain type of way, that's what's expected of you. You can break that expectation, but it's harder. It's an uphill battle, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you
Yeah.
can definitely break it. You definitely
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah.
finish how you start.
Mm-hmm.
But most times that's how it is because it's easier to go with the flow. So
Yeah.
and then from bro says, I believe as a Christian, it's not wise to date the way we do in society because it only seems to be more in a worldly way than trusting the Holy Spirit. But that's the thing is, we're not talking about dating like society because society is date, sleep around, you know what I'm saying? Kind of test drive before you get married. We're
Live
talking
together before you get married.
that
Yeah, that's the
100% not.
world's way. We never talk about,
Yeah.
or we never condone or
And
ask anybody to
And
do
when you look
that.
at the Bible, bro, it
Yeah.
was like intentional. Like, don't get it twisted. When what you call it, Joseph, or when Joseph saw the lady he wanted, bro, it was Rebecca, or like it was or Jacob. When Jacob saw Rebecca, he was, bro, what are we talking about? He wasn't trying to be no friends. What? He said, how long I gotta wait for this girl? He was straight up. You see
Yeah.
the Bible straight up. Like, I'm just saying, bro. You see people in the Bible say, I'm gonna come here. Like you said, that girl right here, I'm making that's gonna be my wife. When you look at was it Isaac and you know what I'm
Isaac
saying?
and Rebecca, Jacob
Yeah.
and Rachel.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You look
Yeah.
at these stories, bro, straight up. It's
He
not
saw
no
her, he wanted her, he
friendship.
worked for
Like,
her, got duped, worked even more.
again, bro.
Again.
That's
I
what I'm
think it was
saying.
7 years and 7 years.
And all of these have a common principle of straight up intentionality. Even, oh, that's not a good story.
Boaz.
Yeah, bro, Boaz, like
Yeah, he
intentionality, bro.
immediately saw her on the field,
I'm telling
immediately
y'all.
asked about her, and immediately put her under his protection.
Yeah. So from a biblical perspective, if anything, I would say it's straight up like let them know what it's about. Of course, how you do it is the godly aspect, how you carry yourself, how you do it. Like you don't show up and like, hey, I want to sleep with you. That's like, come on, what are we talking about? Like,
Yeah.
come on. If you show up like, hey, like I saw you from across the room, I thought, da 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 da. I like to get to know you. My name is da da. What's your name? Like a small little conversation. Like, hey, I noticed that da da da. Like a little compliment. Hey, what's going on?
Hmm.
Like that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue though. But yeah, I mean, you need the Holy Spirit and God involved for sure though. Bunny says, I have told guys, let's be just friends, simply because we didn't click and I didn't want to hurt his feelings.
Exactly. You're
Every
letting, yeah, that's a way.
bro,
I think every girl
bro,
knows that it's like a
it's
it's
not
like a
just every
soft
girl,
no.
even guys, bro.
Yeah.
Because I've rejected girls too. Because I'll try to be nice and I lied. I'm sorry, but like, I think eventually, when you're someone that gets pursued by people, right? And someone pursues you that you're not interested in, and maybe you have issues with kind of rejecting people, that can be like
Yeah,
that.
maybe you're a little bit of a nice guy, nice girl. Yeah,
100%.
maybe you don't know how to
Because
tell
I'm
them
telling you,
no.
even from the guy's perspective, like eventually, because there's the aspect of you give them a fake number. Some people do that too. Don't
Ugh,
get it twisted.
why? Just
I'm
tell
just
them no.
saying,
I would just tell them no.
depending on how much you struggle with being nice. Some people
Yeah.
lie. Some people just go through the
But to be fair,
whole stuff.
I have lied. I have
I
told
have
guys I have
too.
a boyfriend when I didn't have a
Yeah,
boyfriend. So yeah.
I have too. I told people that I'm not ready
Yeah,
for a
I
relationship.
understand. I mean, like,
But
I know lying is
but
wrong,
let's
but
be
I
real,
have done it. Yeah.
100%. And that's the thing is like, I think it takes a lot of work to just be straight up like, hey, like honestly, I'm just not
It's
interested in you.
easier to give them an excuse, but it's
Yeah,
definitely
I think it's
better to
yeah
be honest.
easier to give an excuse or to to do on the other extremes, to be a complete buttocks, or to be like, you know what I'm saying?
Or you can be kind, be like, I think you're a cool person.
That's the
It's just like
harder thing
you're
to
just not
do.
my type
That's the harder thing to
romantically, and
do,
that's okay. I'm sure someone
bro.
else will be super
Anyone
interesting.
that's like that,
And whatever, like however you want to say
shout
it,
out to y'all. Shout out to
yeah.
y'all. Shout out to y'all. But let's go. Please ask question regarding live MJ Profit. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, let's see where we at though. Bro. Da-da-da-da. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anyone. Give me 1 second. Going through these real quick. Did I miss anyone? Oh my boy. J Profit, man. This guy wild, man. Okay, let's go from Smith. So it says, but at the same time, I had female friends do that, but then later on years, if not sooner, they would say to me, say they like me, or some have said they should have given me a chance. Yeah, dude, like Smith, like I'm not saying it can't work, but if I had to say, I think there's a difference between people dating out of what I really want, people dating out of like what's available. I feel like when you're
Mm,
that friend, it can be like eventually, well, he's not, you know what I'm saying? I guess he's not that bad of a guy. That could happen in theory, right? Like
yeah.
they see you around more, maybe they go through heartbreak, stuff like that, and they say, well, maybe I should have given that guy a chance. But I think just, hey, to each his own, man. I'll
Yeah,
just say
that's
to
true.
each his
Some people
own.
do date out of what's available, not
Dude,
out of what they want.
how many
It's like,
people,
oh, if this person wants me, then I'll be with this person. It's kind of like that. It's not like,
dude.
oh, this is the person that I want. I have chosen this person, and I will pursue this person. It's like, oh, whatever comes to me, whatever is there.
And my thing is like,
Yeah.
don't get it twisted. It can work. It's not what I would do, but hey, like it works for some people, man,
Yeah,
for
like we
sure. It
said,
works
if
for people.
been working for you so well, like
Hmm.
don't fix it if it's not broken.
Yeah.
Keep doing your thing if it
And
works.
I think too, it's just especially with nowadays and age, it's like let's just continue. Anyway,
Yeah,
from Brian says, I've never been one for games. Straightforward ness is best. I believe women truly love honesty, especially when a lot of men have lied to them already.
absolutely. I
100%,
I
man.
definitely have so much respect if a man is brave enough and
Yeah,
man enough to tell me the truth.
yeah.
Because so many men have lied.
Yeah, and from Smith,
Yeah.
my parents were friends. My dad actually liked my aunt at first. Same as my best friend parents. So I don't know. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. It can work, but like, just like
But I
okay.
feel like we're going go into it like,
Yeah, man.
because
I
people
don't.
who are not attracted to each other get married anyways. Like, what's the
But
quality of the marriage? There's
I,
just a lot to talk about.
I was gonna say, bro, like I don't know if it's appropriate, but you just said that like your aunt first. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
like
saying? That's like.
it's like your mom is not his first choice. That's what it sounds
But
like.
at the same time, like it is what it is. I guess like
Yeah, it is what it is. Like, honestly,
it's not
we're not gonna
it's not what we're here for.
dissect the whole marriage on a live
Yeah, I know.
stream.
Let's continue.
Yeah,
It's
I
Matt says,
mean,
I can't get over how good of a mod you have. They answer questions, always come to your live streams, listen to your conversations and talk. You and talk. You all know I mentioned it before. You just did so great. Yeah, praise God, man.
yeah, God
Like
bless.
that's why it's quality over quantity. Because a
Yeah.
lot of people want it to be mods. You don't just let anyone, you know what I'm saying, into your life. You see what I'm saying? Same with dating, same with business, same with anything that is
Gotta
valuable
be
to you.
selective. Because
100%.
this is the results when you're being selective.
Yeah, it turns out better. It doesn't always, because you can still try to be selective and get craziness, but with discerning, it a lot of times it's a lot better because it
Yeah.
can be tempting. Like
It's not
sometimes
perfect, but
it's
you have
really
a much
tempting.
higher chance of,
Yeah,
of getting the right person.
for sure. And
Yeah.
CEO says also, stop thinking with your. A lot of times you realize something is just lost. Yep, that's why I like vibing with a chick first and seeing where it goes because you might find out y'all not comparable. Yep,
Yeah.
100%, man. See what the vibe is.
Yeah.
Amanda says, I feel like you always get caught up in relationship problems and you are all good at answering the questions and engaging with your viewers. Yeah,
No.
man, we do get caught in some relationship stuff, but that's what the work we do, man. People meet us in different places. Some people are about to make a huge mistake, like some of our viewers about to get married. And it's like, bro, like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? And by God's grace, they don't. Some people, it's going through heartbreak. Some people, it's like some cheating. It's when you deal with married and dating stuff, you open a door to all kinds of craziness. Like I've heard stories I can't tell y'all. I've
Yeah.
heard things. I'm like, wow, I have a new understanding of another side of people because I've heard all kinds of stuff that's like, okay, that is possible. I see
Yeah.
that happened. You were gonna do that even though you know that. Okay, interesting. Anyway, from Bunny says, I have guy friends, but I will never cross my friend boundaries with them. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. I don't even see the purpose of friends of the opposite sex. To be honest, like at least me,
I
it
think
doesn't
it's
mean you
like
can't have
I
them.
think it's what people call friends.
Yeah, yeah. There we
I'm
go.
sure like she doesn't go out alone to a restaurant or like dinner or like spend time one on one
Yeah,
like you would with a female friend.
yeah.
Like I would spend one on one time with a female friend, but I would never be one on one with a guy with no one else.
hmm
Like
And Bunny says any
yeah.
spicy talk on a first date is a big red flag for me. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And then Brian says, interesting. I may have to hold the banter a lot more than I originally thought. I'm telling you, bro, because
Yeah.
as a man, we think from a different lens than females do. You need to understand that, bro. That is that emotional intelligence part. Is stepping outside of yourself and really seeing the world from their perspective. Really, before you say a joke, right? A certain joke, because some jokes, like obviously, like you can say it. It's also the edginess, right? If something's a little more on the questionable side, those are the things I would say. I would take a pause and try to, how can this hit wrong? You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Depending on
saying?
how spicy the joke
Yeah, bro.
is.
Because
Yeah.
some jokes are like innocent. Like it's like
Yeah.
compliments. Same thing. Some compliments are all right. Some compliments are kind of risky. It's like, do you really want to compliment her on nice legs? Are you sure, bro? I don't know. Like it's I don't know if that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
land well.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you really got it like that, and it's anyway.
Right.
Any advice on finding a woman at church? 100%, bro. I'd say as finding a woman at church, a few things you can do, right? A few different things I would try. So one is be plugged into the church, right? Because when you're plugged in, you're able to know the people there, right? You kind of know more people, and people can also look out for you too. People think you're a vetted guy, a quality guy. You know what I'm saying? People think like if people think that you're a good fit for their friends, and they like you, they're probably more likely to try to put y'all together. So be plugged in because you need to understand that dating is not just you, it's also your network. When we met, we had mutual friends that played a huge part. So it's not only you, it's also the society or the culture, not culture, the village around you,
Yeah. It
right?
takes a village sometimes.
Exactly. It takes a
Yeah.
village, I think, all the time,
And
right?
that's how I think that's old days. That's how people used to meet, like through like friends and family, through people that they know in common. Like a
Because
lot of
you don't got no
times,
social media. Like, how they about to,
yeah.
yeah, come
That's how they
on.
meet people.
Yeah, if you know
Yeah.
someone, hey, I know this whole girl, yeah, yeah, oh, okay,
Yeah.
let's get
I
married.
think Isaac and Rebecca, they're like kind of like related. Like it's like his uncle or something. It's like it's like relatives. Like
Mhm.
that's how he met
I don't
her.
recall. I don't
I
recall.
think
But
so. I mean, there's a lot of
no, they're talking about Jacob, not Isaac. Jacob. I think it was
Jacob too.
Jacob.
His uncle Laban. Yeah.
That was the I know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's a lot of those like like meet through like relatives or
Yeah.
like people that live in the same
Yeah.
spot. Yeah.
But to answer the question, I'd say be plugged in. You know what I'm saying? Second thing is go to different services, bro. Don't only show up to the same time because people come at different services. You might see a whole different crowd if you go to the 12 p.m. service versus if you go to the, 2 p.m. service. So keep that in mind, or the 9 a.m. service or 10 a.m. service. So switch up the services, be connected to the church, and make sure it's a place that you feel like, yo, I'm being fed spiritually. Because, of course, church, great place to find women, but you also want it to be a place that you actually are getting fed as well. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things that I would give you as far as advice. And of course, when it comes to the woman at the church, bro, my advice is don't do the most. It's a place you go often. Be chill with it. Like you see her, have a convo. You'll probably meet her next week. Don't try to do the most. Like just really let the vibe take care of itself. Really try to fill out how is the conversation going. Those are places you don't want to be known as that guy who's on the prowl, trying to get a girl, every single
Yeah.
girl. Because once you become known as that guy, you're coming
Yeah.
from a bad place. And I know guys I coach, and it's like, bro, they're known at the, you know what I'm saying? Once the girls see you as the guy that's on the prowl, it's not good being around you.
Yeah, it's
So
like
keep that in
your
mind.
reputation is kind of like
And you start affecting them. Now they're talking to the guy on the prowl. So keep in mind, in environments like church, word can get around. So just keep that in mind with how you move. That's all I would say, man, to
yeah.
wrap up.
Yeah, I agree. I'd say definitely build some rapport and see if she's interested. Yeah.
And says women tend to body shame me. Why do they body shame you, bro? Like, are you like super overweight? Like, what's going on, man? And Brian says, you attract what you look like, David. Working on your physical is very important in dating. Also, people respect you if you respect your own appearance. They
Yeah,
do. They typically do.
that's true.
And CEO says, if I get the number, I'm trying to get to know on a personal level. Most time they'll want most time they'll tell you they want and like you. Gotta pick up on it. If that's not what you into, that's easy to move on. Yup. Proud of you, brother. Thank you. Brian says, I also rejected girls. I usually act dumb when I'm not interested in them. And then Miss says, giving people fake number, I'm guilty. Boom. I'm
Yeah.
telling y'all, man. I'm telling I'm saying you go to hit that number. Number is not in service. Uh-oh. I'm telling y'all, bro. That's when you hit him with an eye. Let me shoot a text right now. Make sure you got it. See, but you gotta watch out because of what y'all done, guys like me have evolved. We're like, I know. Let me make sure. You got the message? Yeah. Make sure what number to come from. I'm like, yeah, buddy, be careful because you're about to have a real awkward time with guys like me because we really dig deep. Okay. I sent you the text. Did you get the text? What number it come from?
And what
Like,
did I text you?
yeah, nah, that's doing the most. I'm not about to interrogate you. Anyway, from Brian says, if they're too pushy, I'm straight up honest. I'd rather avoid conflict if possible. Yep. Afraid to be alone from CEO. Brian says, I don't think a lot of people want to die alone, real talk. Yeah, man, for real.
Yeah, it's not good
100%.
for men to be alone. Like,
Yeah.
no one likes to be alone.
100%, man.
Even like the most antisocial criminal, like they don't want to be alone. That's why solitary confinement is a punishment for even the most antisocial people.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
And then my boy Greg says, not really. What else did he say? I'm not gonna give the truth like that because time after time it has shown me that women can't take the truth. Bro, Greg, I hope you saw the earlier portion of the live stream about environment, bro. You need to change your environment because you drinking some poison, bro. If you think women can't take the truth, bro. Like, to say something like that and actually believe that, bro, you got to stop sipping on that poisonous Kool-Aid, my guy. Like, real talk, bro. From Brian says this life is spicy. It's too spicy, bro. I'm kind of, you know what I'm
It's kind
saying?
of like I think it's called confirmation bias. If you believe, for example, all men cheats, then you're gonna look for things that confirms your bias. Even though, of course, not every single man cheat, but you're gonna keep finding and keep being in situations where men cheat that confirms what you already believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called confirmation bias, I think.
And then CEO said, no need to lie for real. Just be honest. Even if it's not what I want to hear, why lie?
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah. And I don't lie. For me, while I lied, I was just too nice, bro. I just didn't want to hurt you. And I'm thinking like, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want to be mean. That's why I was like, oh, I had a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend. I'm taken.
I didn't want to hurt you to the point that I would distort reality. That's what a lie. That's what a lie is.
Yeah.
You literally distort reality because you don't want to hurt them.
Yeah,
so you tell them something that is not the case.
I have a boyfriend that I never that doesn't exist.
Yeah, man. So for you guys that are different, shout out to y'all, man, because y'all doing it the right way, man.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I could have done better. So let's continue. Some women can't handle it. Y'all blessed. Not equal yoked. Yeah, bro. I mean, there's always some people, bro, right? Or doesn't share the same value systems, friends, cool, okay with be yourself. Yeah, man. So anyway, let me continue with the comments. Getting some other people. Never give up. Nope. Okay, let's go from I-90 West. So it says, good evening. Thanks for all your help. I joined a church last week. I really want to get my spiritual foundation better before finding a wife. Thank you for both your help. Hey,
awesome. I love seeing it.
God bless, man. I-90 West. I'm happy, man. Like, seriously, that comment made this whole live stream, bro. Like, in my night, you know, let me not lie. Part of my night, yeah, because we're gonna spend time, like, I'm in my night, right?
I think a lot of the comments that I've seen today have been really, really heartwarming.
Yeah.
It is the reason why we're doing this. Yeah.
Not just the yap, right? Because everyone loves to hear themselves talk. But I won't lie to y'all, it's kind of cringe hearing yourself talk while you're looking at yourself.
I feel like it's really cringy.
Every day.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's really cringy. Whenever you put me on the spot and you're like, oh, you grab the phone, like, I never know what to say.
Yeah, man.
Never know what to say.
But seriously, we're here because you guys actually apply the feedback. You guys actually see the change. Some of you guys actually are like, yo, I didn't date this girl because of this lie, because of this.
Or get out of a bad engagement, like things like that. I'm like, wow, like this actually is making a difference.
Yeah.
This is actually helping people. So it's like, wow, that's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then CEO says, if you lie though, then you have to constantly spin a web of lies, even when it's not needed. Yeah, if that's can't have the truth, yeah, bro, 100%, man. That's what people say. If you don't want to have to remember what you said, don't lie.
Tell the truth. Yeah.
And this says, yeah, I don't go out for dinner one-on-one with guy friends.
Yeah. Exactly. So they're not really the same friends that you have as your female friends.
And that's fair thing. That's what I need to remember, because when people say friends, I'm like friend. I'm thinking like
It's
bro,
not
but
it's not like they're always on the phone. It's not like she
yeah.
confides everything and do everything with them. Like, like a female
When
friend.
I think friend, I think ride or die. You see what I'm
But
saying?
that's the thing, not everyone think of it that
For sure.
way.
Like
I
I
mean,
think like 2 a.m. in the morning,
yeah.
I call you, you see you picking up the phone. It's like, bro, what's going on? Bro, pull up. I need help. No, drop. Zoom.
Yeah.
That's what I think about when I think about friend. I think about, bro, I'm going through some stuff, bro. Like we can be like it's like you got work in the morning. We can be chopping it up for like 3 hours because you know I need you right now. Like that's what I think about when I think about friend.
Yeah, but you
Like
have to
you
also
got me.
remember like a lot
But
of
of course,
people
we say
see it
for
differently,
sure, for
right?
sure,
Like
for
there's
sure.
people that would, like that would call
Yeah.
someone at work a friend, or someone,
Yeah, because I'll call them
from the same
associates.
church.
Like I got a
Yeah,
lot of associates for
associates.
sure.
Yeah,
But
so
let's continue though.
yeah.
Brian says, being in the military, we have a lot of dark humor. I gotta stay frosty when giving jokes in comments. Yeah,
Yeah, it
bro.
makes sense in
That's
the
the thing.
military. Yeah, I
Bro,
suppose,
not just the
yeah.
military though. Like military, some parts of like some places like tech, some tech in the tech industry. Yeah, man, definitely some dark humor in there. Sales too. Yeah, man. You be in sales for a while. Yeah, man. You'll pick up some dark humor, man. So I
Yeah.
got a sense for that too, man. So I gotta,
Yeah, you see a
yeah,
lot of the
man.
dark side of humanity when you are in sales.
Yeah, man. I
Yeah.
think just the more you do with people, the more you see. I think that. I think that. I
Yeah.
think that. And then CEO says, gotta plant seeds first law. A flower don't grow in a day, neither is a relationship. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Frosty meaning being aware, understood. And CD says, reputation is irrelevant. They love you, they love you. Hmm. Interesting. I think reputation is super relevant because they love you. If
Yeah,
I, bro, I can,
I cannot really agree. If I'm
bro,
interested in a guy, and then all
it'll
the
make a
girls are telling me,
difference.
oh, this guy, he goes for everybody. Yeah, I just, he talked to everybody at this church. He went on 5 dates with 5 different people. Then I would be like, ooh, like I don't know. I'll have to reconsider.
And then
That is an important information to me, at the very least. I speak for myself. It's important.
And
Yeah.
then Brian says, I disagree, Hughes. You should keep your reputation clean as possible. Yeah. And
Yes.
even from a biblical perspective, why I disagree is this does play out. Bible says the reputation is more valuable than rubies, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, rubies, I'm not the most, into like materials and stuff, but I believe rubies like way more valuable than
It's
diamonds.
more
It's like the most
valuable.
super expensive,
Yeah.
right? Not the most out of the whole. I don't know,
I think
like
it's
if it
more
is,
valuable
but
than gold. Yeah.
so rubies like it's not a joke.
Yeah.
So reputation is not a joke because I'm telling you, just like she said, bro, reputation follows, bro. Like if you're known for being that type of guy, she can like you, but if she finds out some information, like you're the guy who cheated on his last 8 girlfriends in a row, and like you're the guy who's been going crazy, and like you ruined 5 girls' lives, it's like, yeah.
I feel like that information make a big difference, especially if I'm looking to get married. Like that's not a husband material type
Yeah, and the
thing.
bunny says confirmation bias 100%.
Yeah.
And then Brian says lots of games. Oh, lots of games, lots of gems this live. Yeah, I gotta end, bro. Like, see, you know what happens?
Yes, baby, go make soup.
I come in,
Go
I
make
say it's
dinner.
gonna be a quick live, and we're here like so long. I always do this stuff. But let's continue. People getting value. Brian says, we keep the live clean and productive. I love mod and making the live better produced. Amen, man.
Yes,
Appreciate you.
appreciate you.
I-90 says integrity matters 100%, bro.
I love that other people also noticed that we got a new mod and everything.
Yeah, I mean, you noticed because beforehand we are just
It
leaving.
was just like
Yeah,
it
we
was
were
just like a
leaving.
mess.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
leaving
it
those
was a
comments.
mess.
Yeah, boy,
Yeah.
I see those comments. I would laugh at them too. I just leave them up there, man.
Yeah.
I start trolling too sometimes.
But I feel like it does affect other people's experience.
That's why we
the
got a
thing.
mod.
Yeah.
That's why I got a mod. And the CEO says reputation can open doors or close them. It can,
Absolutely.
bro.
It is so important.
Eventually, you hear this too. Certain spaces, how good you are doesn't matter.
Your reputation precedes you.
Like competence gets you super far, but at the highest spots, everyone's competent. Everyone's the best. But you want to do business with people who have a good reputation, people you can
Yes.
trust. Because you
Yes.
can't trust everyone. Everyone can trust, but you can't trust everyone. Everyone can have all the other parts, but that trust aspect, that's priceless, man. You telling me, because think about this too, like even on like business deals, can I trust you with 1 billion? You see what I'm saying? Or you about to go ghost. If I can trust you with 1 billion, 2 billion, 5 billion, are we doing life business? Are we doing all kinds of business, man? Even if you're not as competent as another guy, because I can trust you more. If you guys are close and you're closely competent, they're a little better than you, but I can trust you way more. Are you serious?
Yeah.
It would be unwise for me to do business with a person I trust less.
Yeah.
So I'm telling y'all, it's just like that in a relationship. Relationships are about reputation,
If
bro.
I can't trust a man,
A
I'm
lot
not
of it.
dating him.
You know what? Reputation, relationships are about reputation because even amongst the relationship, what's that respect aspect? How you feel about them, their reputation in a relationship. You see what I'm saying? If someone has a bad reputation in a relationship, you don't respect them. They're the person that does X, Y, Z. They have a bad story.
It's
Reputation is literally the story people think when they see
it's how
you.
they perceive you.
It's your story.
Yeah.
It's your resume.
Your
It's
reputation
your
is
walking
literally
resume.
how the world perceives
It's
you.
your walking resume.
Yeah.
If you walk with a resume that says one thing, I will not respect you because of your walking resume. It's that simple. It's that valuable. Like it really is a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
Especially in a church that people talk, like people talk about stuff. So it's like if if you have a bad reputation, you might as
And
well.
regardless, like people, period, like word gets out. Word, like even word gets out.
Like
Gets out.
the person who, long story short, who led the Bible study and everyone's like
Yeah,
complaining
okay, go
about
ahead.
her.
Yeah.
She had to switch church.
No, it
Yeah,
happens.
she went to a different church.
Comes out.
Yeah.
And the teacher says, you guys have talked a lot about not going only for Christian women, but being open to non-Christian women also. I just want to know what steps to take when pursuing non-Christian women. Dude, so what I would say is this, right? When pursuing non-Christian women, I think the biggest thing to understand is you still want to date through the Bible, but I think that you want to date through biblical wisdom. For example, a lot of what the Bible says, you're still applying it. And even in conversation, this like, you're still here's the thing, right? You're still not trying to be unequally yoked. We're still following the Bible, just so we're clear, right? We're not out here dating to try to save people. That's not what I'm saying to do. Just to give a quick
Yeah. And we're
disclaimer.
not using a different set of rules either. It's the same set of rules.
100%.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is this, right? To answer your question, right? So what steps, right? Here's the first step. First is you yourself. Make sure you have a firm relationship with God. Because keep in mind, how you show up as a Christian, that's going to really affect them, bro. Like, keep in mind, as people don't necessarily have a relationship with God. So they're going to see you as like, okay, this is what it looks like. You're a figurehead. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So keep that in mind.
Especially, yeah, when I didn't really know what being Christian was about. I was just like, oh, it's just like a bunch of people who are judgmental, thinking they're better than other people. So like in my life, I don't have a lot of people that are Christian around me. So how I view Christianity, how I view Christians is really important because the people in my life who are Christians, I'm looking at them.
Yep.
How do you represent Christianity? How do you represent being Christian? That's what I'm looking at.
100%.
Yeah.
So what I would say is first thing, being that that's the case, make sure you got a relationship with God. Second is look at your heart, right? Make sure that you're showing up from a place of leadership, not a place of judginess, not a place of preacherness. A lot of people don't like getting preached to, especially in a relationship, bro. They don't want you to be this guy because that's when they start thinking you think you're better than them.
So they confirm in their head, yeah, Christians, they think they're better than other people.
Exactly.
They think they're so holy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So giving you the steps real quick, because I don't want to make this a super long drawn out answer. First thing is first, understand what that, bro, odds are that they've had some type of church hurt, whatever. Maybe they've had a bad rep, right? Make sure you got a relationship with God yourself. Make sure your heart is in the right place and come from leadership, not from judginess, trying to like preach to them. Just show them, bro.
The heart posture.
Show them,
Yeah.
bro. Show them what it means to have a relationship with God. Make it so enticing that they want one too. Because why wouldn't you? If not for all this craziness in the world, sin, it's like, bro, why wouldn't you want that? When you really think about it, it's like, bro, people that say they don't want it, they don't know if they really do want it.
They don't know what they're
that
rejecting.
void you keep trying to
Yeah.
fill. Help her. Like, and that's how we approached it. We were talking, dude, and she told me she had a void. Real quick story. And I was talking about how God will fill that void and how I used to have that void too. And I wasn't pushing it on her. I was kind of planting the seeds. Plant seeds, bro. Be a master seed planter. Let God do his thing. Plant seeds. Lead by example. Don't be super preachy. Have a relationship with God. Yeah, do those things, bro. Whatever order. I don't know. But there you go. Hopefully that helps out, man. Hopefully that helps out.
And also making sure
yeah.
that she's open-minded. If
Of
she
course.
is
That's the discerning part.
closed-minded- if she's already made up her mind, she's never gonna even try to understand what the Bible says. She's just like, oh no, it's against science, blah blah, blah, all of that. Then no.
Yeah, hopefully discern as
Yeah.
well. Please use discernment. Yes.
Yeah, make sure that she is at least like very open-minded,
Amen.
want to learn, and
Yeah.
is serious about learning.
Amen.
Yeah.
From Brian, your word is huge, and you must do your utmost to keep it. You may fall short. That's where humility kicks in. From CEO says, that's why our credit system is so useful. It's based on reputation. That's one of the questions I ask about when vetting a woman. Weird, I know. And then Brian says, Anna and I relate so much in the aspect on what Christianity was before coming as a Christian, before becoming Christian.
Yeah.
Don't mix people with God. Two huge different things. Yup.
Yes.
And TJ says, thanks. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
it's
glad,
something I had
man.
to learn as well. Like when I see certain Christians, for example, like that the Bible study situation, it hurt my faith when I see people of God who are supposed to be shepherds, but they
Yeah.
are, living for themselves and like doing things for themselves instead of like shepherding the people. Like that really hurt my faith. And then I had to realize, no, they're not God. They're people, they're flawed.
Understand that we have a very merciful God. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, sometimes you get caught in that mercy. Like, here's what I'm saying
Yeah.
God, people will do stuff. God will be merciful. God will not smite them down when they do that. Sometimes they come out of that foolishness. And unfortunately, you were caught in that foolishness.
Yeah.
Sometimes they like, and this is the thing I've had to realize, like, bro, like, sometimes it's not that they're necessarily bad people, they're just doing bad things. When you look
Mm-hmm.
at David, who was after God's heart in the Bible, look at he forced himself on Bathsheba. Like nowadays, we will call that grape and all kinds of stuff. Bro, like let's just be clear. Like when you look at people in the Bible, right? And you look at how God talks about them versus the world, bro, even Abraham with his wife Sarah, how like he had pretty much told his wife to go get, you know what I'm saying? He sold his wife for his like, not sold his wife, but he let this guy almost force himself on his wife, and God had to come through and do his thing.
Yeah,
Because he
because
wanted
they're
to live
lying.
because
They're
of
like,
his
oh,
life.
it's my sister. It's not my wife.
Nowadays, y'all be like, that's dishonorable.
Mm-hmm.
Friend of God. So all I'm saying is keep in mind too, like we serve a merciful God, and God sees the whole perspective of us. So sometimes when we see people of God, we see what they're doing, not who they actually are.
Especially when we're on the other side of
Oh,
them
that's what
doing
that's what
some
I'm saying.
crazy
So
stuff.
keep in mind, it
Yeah.
goes both ways. We have a merciful God, but at the same time, this is what helps me to also have mercy on other people too. Because I know just like they can be on foolishness too, David can be on foolishness too. I can be on
I
foolishness
can. And
too.
when I do become foolish and do stuff like that, I want God's mercy too.
And you know what
So
the Bible says too? The same measure you give mercy will be given
the
unto
same
you. And I
measurement,
think
yeah.
because you need to understand, it's like, bro, like that's what I love the Bible is when I see these things, it comes so real. Because sometimes you see the Bible, you feel like, these people of God are perfect. Then I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
time out until
no,
you start
no.
really, really seeing the Bible. You read the Bible, you see how on the way the disciples, they're over here arguing about who's gonna be the greatest. That's such a people thing to do.
Yeah.
Even how you look at was it who was the guy who got eaten by the whale? Jonah, you know what I'm saying? Because of how he felt about this group of people, he didn't want to do what God told him to do. Let's say God told you to preach to your ex. You know you don't want to preach to your ex. It's how you feel about your ex, how she cheated you, whatever, whatever, whatever. Bible is full of real people. We're real and perfect people serving a perfect God. And I think that's what you need
Amen.
to remember, man. Teacher. Hopefully that, even adds to that. Come
Yeah.
from that energy. Stop
Yeah.
acting like the Pharisees, bro. Because they swear their stuff don't stink, bro. They swear their breath always smell the best.
Yeah.
Even if they fast all day, do a dry fast, wake up at 3 a.m., they got the fresh morning minty breath. Boy, if you don't stop lying, what are we doing here? Anyway, guys, y'all stay blessed. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this live. We're gonna see you guys tomorrow at 6:30, God willing. I gotta go cook for the wifey.
Yes.
Take care of some stuff around the house. You guys take it easy. Thanks for being here. A little spicier of a live stream, I suppose, but hopefully you guys liked it anyway. So y'all stay blessed and take it easy,
Yeah.
man. And last comment I'm gonna read. Brian says the Bible are stories about imperfect people walking with God, people we can relate to and relate and help us with our own walk.
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah,
bro. We're all
exactly. They're
people,
just like
man.
they're people. Yeah.
And that's the thing y'all need to understand is even though Christians really, some Christians might act like this stuff don't stink, they're people, bro. They struggle with sinful thoughts too. Like just because you become a Christian does not mean you're not human. You have the Holy Spirit guiding you. You have God's
But you don't
help.
become perfect all of a
Because
sudden.
that's the beautiful thing about Christ is he was God and still went through all the things that we went through.
Yeah.
He still went through all the challenges.
And he has never sinned. He has never
Amen.
lied. He has
Yeah.
never misrepresented
Yeah.
himself.
Anyway, guys,
Yeah.
peace out. Y'all take it easy. We're out of here. Love y'all. Take it easy. Peace. Watch the new video if you guys haven't. If you're new,
Yes.
subscribe. Like, seriously. If you want a community, like, we got a lot of resources. Plug in. Y'all take it easy. Enough yapping. Adios. Peace. Much love.